I gotta start over. My alarm went off and shut the video off. It's 3 o'clock, time to go get in line, and I'm already here. I was talking while I was driving past Beth's house and looked over and seen her trashy yard. Beth, you need to get that sucker cleaned up. You're diminishing the value of my property. I'm just kidding. That's not COVID, folks. I've been tested. I ain't trusting those tests, though. A couple days ago, I was down here sitting in line waiting to pick up my son, and I started having a sneezing fit. And like I said, quite often I'll come down right about 3 o'clock because I would much rather sit 45 minutes in the front of the line, be the first one out of the parking lot, than to have to be way over there and spend 45 minutes pulling forward 3 car lengths, 4 car lengths at a time. And then by the time I get my son picked up, get him loaded up, seatbelt on, and out there, then all the buses are out there on K Highway, and then I get to stop at every single friggin' house. And you know what blows me away? There's a house, Fairview School, to the east of it has got the ball fields, okay? And I swear I seen the school bus stop before they got to the end of the ball fields. Maybe it was the next house, and let a kid out. Why the hell ain't that kid walking? You know, when I was a kid, people tell this story, and I'm the only one that can tell it and it be truth. I walked a mile back and forth to school in the snow, uphill both ways. And as impossible as that sounds, it's true. I'll explain it to you better one of these days. But yeah, a couple days ago when I was sitting down here, I started a sneezing fit. And last night, man, my sinuses, they were broke. Y'all seen that Navage system, and I love it. But I'll tell you, last night it was so bad that thing wouldn't break nothing loose. I put peroxide in it. I was seriously thinking about getting the shop vac out and hooking up to one nostril and trying to pull my brains out or something. It was bad. This morning when I woke up, I didn't even make coffee. You know, I woke up at my usual times, 3:30. 4:30, 5:26. My wife's alarm goes off at like 3:35 or something like that. I mean 6:35 or I don't know, something like that. I woke up then too. But I never did ever get out of bed till, I'll bet it was pushing 11 o'clock. I wasn't feeling good. You know, and here it is. You know, this Labor Day weekend starts tomorrow or tonight at 5 o'clock, however you want to look at it. And this is when the beginning of all of my entertainment starts. Yeah, you know what that is. Archery season opens up September the 15th. Firearm season in November. Got that youth firearm season. Jacob's got a hunt. We ain't got it scheduled yet, but it'll be sometime in October before rut up there at Hutchinson's Rack Attack. Ooh, I'm excited about that. I'm going to owe them my firstborn. Well, she's already passed away, so I guess they can't have her. I've got her in a jar. Parent pickup, though. Augie and I discussed it for years living on K Highway. All these parents that think that they gotta take their kids to school and drop them off, causing traffic. And you know, the traffic just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And down here in southern Missouri where we live in these rural communities, traffic's really not that bad. I mean, it's gotten worse, but it's not bad. It's not like Kansas City or St. Louis or Good grief, New York City. Oh my gosh, Manhattan. You know, you live, say you work in Manhattan, you're better off to walk. I remember the first time I went up in there, actually it wasn't Manhattan, it was the Garments District in New Jersey in a big truck. But, you know, the population keeps increasing around here, and you know, I mean, for the last 30 plus years, people have been selling off their $500,000 homes out in California that's on like an eighth of an acre property. And it's not that it's a big fancy house or anything, it's just houses are expensive in the big cities. And then they come over here and they find them about an $80,000 property, you know, 3-bedroom, 1-bath house on 40 acres. When I moved here, those were going for less than $100,000. Now you can't touch them for less than $300,000. I don't know what Beth got out of her house, that log cabin. That was a nice place, but I remember it was the asking price was over $250,000. And you know, straight up, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, get all you can out of what you're trying to sell, but man, the prices have got up so high that a working man can't afford to have anything anymore. You know, and on top of that, the more people that come in from the big cities, California, Washington, there's a lot of people that, you know, they was born and raised here. You know, I was born in Lamar, Missouri, where not me. I was born in Kansas City, but you know, was raised there, and then their family moved them off, and then it comes around retirement time, and they want to come back, and there's nothing wrong with that. But leave your kids out there on the West Coast when you do, because they're the ones that's messing up our political voting system. California, you know, Missouri, historically, Missouri has been a conservative state. We usually go to the Republican Party, usually, not always. I remember when Obama was elected, I believe Missouri sent their electoral votes to the Big O, and Missouri is typically a non-consequential state when it comes to presidential elections because we don't have enough electoral votes. But you look at our major cities, Kansas City, St. Louis, and Jefferson City, they're all liberal areas. Those counties go to the Democrats. The only thing we got left is the rural communities, and like Springfield. We lose Springfield and we're in Midwestern California. I typed that out in a comment one day on somebody's post last week sometime. Maybe it started an argument or something, I don't know, but it got deleted. But that's the truth. I mean, you know, it's not like Missouri's full. I like to say that jokingly, because straight up, a Texan's worst nightmare is a vehicle headed south, pulling a U-Haul trailer and got Oklahoma tax.